Okay, 2021 Malibu Wake Setter 23 LSV. Doing some spark plugs and spark plug wires. Figure we do it at the same time. A couple things to consider is pulling these engine separator things out. There's two pieces. They are made to just barely fit in there, just so you know. They're like a puzzle piece. This piece you have to, you just twist it, pull it out, and you have to get it out just in a certain way. This one, same thing. I loosened this up, but that seemed to not help. This side, I had to pull this piece out, which helped. They're a little tricky. That little piece at the bottom, you have to grab a little screw gun. You'll want to zip those out as well. That helped a ton, because once I removed it, that made it doable. That's this piece here. Nope, it's a different piece. That's the piece on top. Anyway, if you unscrew that off the top, then there's another piece that mounts this way. There's only two little screws that you get to. Pull that piece out. Just made it way easy to access. Pulling these bags out are a bugger. If anybody's messed with these things, they have a better trick. You have to slide the red thing up and then disconnect it. And I think I just need to clean them up. I think if I clean them up and re-lube them a little bit, they'll be a little bit better. You can see how dirty those are. Those are really bad. And they're dry. So if I put some new grease on there, dielectric grease or something, I think those will slide on and off 100 times easier. But those are dry as can be. So anyway, hit those spark plugs. They're a little tricky, but they pop right out. We're gonna slam in some new ones with some new wires, and we should be good to go. I bought these off of, this is one of the old ones here, and it looks pretty, like I said, this has about 950 or so hours on it. It's got lots of hours. I'm gonna put these new ones in. They're iridium. Iridium could go for a long time, but wanted to change them out. They are, that's the part number, 126224441, but the real number you want to look for is the 41-114. AC Delco, that's what I went with. And the spark plug wires I got from a local dealer. Don't know if I had to do that, but I decided to do it anyway. I'll post it. I don't have a part number on me right now, but they're all the same. Should slide right in. I did buy a spark plug wire puller, but this way I don't have to worry about it. I can just yank and pull, put in new ones. I figure with this many hours, probably should do it anyway. So that's how you get to that if you need. All right, I like to coat these spark plugs just with a tiny little bit of anti-seize. I use the copper stuff, the high temp, not a lot. Some guys will say this is stupid and a waste. If you put too much on, it doesn't seal. You know, the biggest problem is people put way too much on here. I usually will put a little bit on and then almost take it off, so it's just barely coated. Just a little bit on there is all I want. Just to give it a fighting chance, and coat the rest of those threads is all. So that's what I'm going to do. Coat these puppies up, and we'll slide them in. Doesn't take much. Do not overdo it. Less is better, because if not, you'll have a big old goopy mess in there, and it works its way all the way up to this seal when it goes to seal, and you'll have this compound on everything. So you just want a tiny bit on there is all. Nothing crazy. Also, definitely want some grease on there. If you don't, it's going to be a bear. Get that sucker back out. I don't want it to be a bear. I want it to be easy. So anyway, I'll probably adjust each one of those. Depending on how much I can get in there. I'll probably coat the individual spark plugs too once they're in there, just a little bit. I just don't want a goopy mess on my tools. And then also on the coil packs, I'll probably just make sure they have a little bit on there. But I'll do that once I start putting them in. I may do more of these once I put it on there, and if it doesn't slide in and off super easily, I'm going to pull it off and add some more grease, because there's nothing worse than yanking on boots trying to get them out in a year or two because you didn't grease them up. Nothing worse. I've ruined a lot of boots pulling them off, so do a little bit of grease, get them on there. Okay, I myself can barely fit into here. Got a couple boot pullers, something like that. That one is really stiff. This one might be a little more promising. You know, got a little angle on it here, and maybe not. Kind of works. Don't know if you can see that. What you have to do though is twist them, get them to break a little bit. Same with this thing. Just gonna twist it a little bit. Try to get that to break free. It doesn't feel like it wants to. There we go. Same thing with this one. Give it a little bit of a twist. There we go. Pops right off. The coil pack. Then this puppy. Don't know if you can even see this. I'm just kind of twisting, and it's not twisting hardly at all. There we go. Little twist, pops right off. Probably don't have to replace those, but I'm going to anyway. I don't even know if you can see the spark plug. I have like no room to work in here, so I apologize for crappy view, but let's try it this other way. There's just no room to work, but that's okay. Don't even know if you can see the spark plug. Nope. You're gonna have to trust me. Beautiful. Looking out as easy as I was hoping. Not bad. Nope. Oh, that doesn't like to come out. Sorry if it's so shaky, but you lift your hand. I just want to pick it up things. There we go. Holy cow. That one is definitely ugly. Wow. Alright, let's get some new ones in here. Something that looks a little better here. One of these puppies got a little bit of some copper on there. As with all spark plugs, I don't want to do anything. I don't even know if this is going to record this, so if it doesn't, I apologize. It's just not a good view. Put that on there, make sure it's nice and clean. Nothing crazy. Put that puppy back in there. I don't know if you can even see this. Hopefully you can. Okay, once we're down, usually want to go about an eighth of an inch more. Put a better spec on that. One thing I did not do is I did not lube up my spark plug wrench. It's always a good idea to put a little bit in there so that when you pull your socket back off, it doesn't stick to the spark plug. So I'm actually going to throw just a little bit in here just to help out on pulling these out. But it's the opposite when you're getting them, when you're pulling them out, you don't want to have it too lubed up because then it doesn't hold on to them, it slips off before you get them out. Let's hit the second one. Make sure we're fully seated. Beautiful. That one feels a lot easier. Beautiful. Yeah, it doesn't look super great shape. But they're iridium. Iridium can go forever. But, you know, I figure this boat's got the equivalency of 100,000 miles on it, maybe. Put it all nice and clean before we put it in. I can't even see the hole. It's so far in there. If my kids were here, they would say that's what she said. My daughter said that as she's probably editing this video right now. Okay, make sure we're nice and straight. About an eighth of a turn. Slide it right out. We're looking good. The other two I've already pulled out. Or maybe I haven't. Guess I gotta double check. I think it's already out. I can't even see. I have to flip around the other way. This is not a tight space. Not a comfortable space to work in, that's for sure. Maybe I can flip this around on this side. Want to watch me attempt to do this one. I don't know if I even need to record all this. I can cut it all out. I'll show you so you can see how miserable it is. Get one out. I'll set the spark plug somewhere it's not going to get dirty. That one's a little tricky to get in. Always want to start them nice and easy. I'm sure you've done spark plugs before. I always start them by hand. Make sure they go on good. These are coming out great. Not like that's on one. Sliding off. Make sure these are all nice and clean. And touch the iridium piece, obviously. This one's a little tricky. It's got this hose in the way. I think I could get around. This is going super easy. Here we go. Beautiful. Piece of cake. Hopefully you can see this. If you can't, then we'll edit it out. Not like that. Slides off beautifully. And I can't get my head out. So before I put my head back in, see if we can get these, this spark plug is a little bit trickier. I am going to add a little bit more grease on these. I want them super lubey. Gotta have lots of lube. This first one I think is the hardest one because this hose is in the way. There we go. You want to push down until you feel a little bit of a click. And these ones don't line up. The wires don't line up perfectly. I'm probably going to put a little bit of lube around the edges of each of these distributors, the coil packs. A little bit, when I say lube, dielectric grease. Same thing with these ones. You want to go till you feel a little click. That one does not like me. There we go. A little pin down at the bottom there. if you can see that. That's what we're trying to, see if I get down in the middle there. Don't know if you can see that. Little brass pin. That's what you're trying to get the center of that plug wire to sit in. Don't know if you can see this very good. No idea because I can't see the screen. Add some more dielectric grease. Just get enough in there. Get it nice and clean. Put another little sparky. Give it a little twist. You don't want to pinch the wires too much. Make sure you're using the boot. I got to go in. Just want to feel a little click. And that was a click. Yep, that feels it. Oh, there it goes. Click. Little tiny snap. This one again is the tricky one because this little piece isn't fully centered. I don't know how to make that better. So we're going to slide that in like that. Until it goes all the way down. I think that's about it. Those feel nice and solid. All right, we'll do the other two and go from there. We're on. Now we're going to do this other side. And again, just do a good twist on these. They pop off pretty easily. Oh my gosh. This one, there we go. Replacing these puppies, so it doesn't really matter. Got a spark plug handy? It's always a good idea to do these one at a time. Sometimes, depending on your distributor, oh my goodness, that spark plug is not great looking. Oh my goodness. All right, take that. Got my great assistant Max here to help me today. See if we can get that in there. I'm laying on the back, so I can't really see where I'm going. All of our spark plug wires are the same here, so we're not worried about doing one at a time. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of crap from not torquing these. Comes off of the distributor, the coil packs pretty easily, but trying to get them off of the spark plugs is a little tricky. The benefit of reusing these puppies or getting new ones is they can be kind of harder on them. We're just replacing them anyway. There we go. But if you do turn it enough till it pops, pop out pretty easily. Just get a good twist on both the coil packs. Those are pretty easy. The spark plug itself is a little tricky. A little blood going to my head, so I gotta sit up for a sec. A little twist and they pop right off pretty good. This one's pretty easy because it's at least twisting. There we go. Those are old, they're not in too bad a shape, but we're gonna change them anyway. Alright, see if we can find this spark plug. Make sure it's set really good. Got a spark plug handy? Here's number 2. These are looking worse and worse. That one. Put this slimy new one on. That grease. Put a little grease on this spark plug so it goes easier on my wrench. So I can get my. If you don't grease up your wrench or your socket, then you can't pull it back out. It sticks onto the spark plug. And you have to get a big old long pair of needle nose to pull your socket off. So it's a great idea to have a little bit of that dielectric grease on your socket. It doesn't hurt because you're going to be greasing the spark plugs anyway. That feels good.
8, feels good. Pops right off, that's what we want to see. 2 more, make sure it's set good. Oh, beautiful. I love when they come off. I don't know if you can see that now. Gotta change positions here. Yeah, those look really crappy.
They're getting worse the more we go down.
All right, see if I can find that hole. Very carefully. Oh yeah, love it. Hands are getting a little greasy. Make sure it's set nice and straight. An 1/8" turn. One more. And this one I cannot see. I'm gonna have to get down in there. No room. Oh, I was on it. Look at that. Oh, let's loosen it, not tighten it. Make sure it's on all the way. Make sure you're straight. And make sure you don't tighten. Well, that's the last one, and that's fantastic news that they all just came out pretty nice and easy. Wow, I'm glad I'm doing these. Last one. It's nice and clean. Threads look good. Tight little hole there. I don't know if you can see how far in that is. It's a little tricky. I don't even know if I'm in yet. I'm never in, I think. Sure set. Turn. All right. I have those spark plug wires. Grease these up a little bit more. And I'm gonna grease coil packs just a little bit so that I can pull them off one day. Hopefully that's not too much grease. A rag. Yeah, nice little click. These ones are a little trickier. Get that down there. These are perfectly straight. There we go. It's on. It's on. See the little blue plugs? Those are for draining and winterizing. Supposedly there's 5 of them around. Like a little hide and go seek trying to find them. But that's one, port side, front of the engine. If you watch the video, there's a couple of them in here. Haven't really pointed them out much. Doesn't like us as much. There we go, a little click. You want to see. A little click on that as well. They are looking superb. Okay. Maybe I do these from the top. Might be a little easier. I mean, that last one too. I'll take them down at the same time. Hopefully you can see this in the video. I have no idea what you can see. So if it's bad, then I apologize. Let's see. Right now I can't even see the spark plug, so I'm just guessing. There we go. Good little click. Not as much as a double click on that. It does look pretty good. Going a little heavy on the... I can't see it. There we go. I like that nice little click. This one has like a smaller click. It's not as pronounced. All right. Those look beautiful. I think we're good. All right. There you go. Well, you can see that in the video, but there are those pretty girls sitting all ready to go. A little bit of a bear, but able to get in there. This is how we accessed it, just so you know. It's a little tight, but if you remove stuff, you can tell that went pretty easily. We do the same thing on this side. And take a peek. I know this is going upside down. Hopefully this whole video has not been upside down. And if it has, then we'll figure it out. All right, that's what you're looking at if you change these out. Not too bad of a job. There's another one of those blue plugs there. There's another one way down there. I don't know how the crap you'd access it to drain this thing. But it is a closed loop, so it does have antifreeze in it. And the only thing that you really have to drain is that heat exchanger, and we'll do a video on that here in a minute.